Hello and welcome to fmbpdota, here bringing you more CEVO action. I believe this is round 4. We got nXs Gaming, Dota 2, also known as The Art of Warfare. Recently got sponsored, so now they're rocking the nXs Gaming. So congrats to them. And then we got some wacky ass G's with tons of swag sitting on the Radiant. And I'm Joey, and with me as always is Callie.
Yeah, this looks like it's gonna be a pretty sweet game. I was checking out the records. I think Swag, what were they, 2-1 maybe, or were they also?
Yeah, I think they were 2-1.
2-1, and nXs is 3-0. We've been covering a few of the games, so if you've been following along on our YouTube page, you're probably aware of how well they're doing, and possibly being challenged for the first time in Season 1 tournament by Swag here. Looks like already some pretty strong lineups coming out here, so I guess we'll get right into it. nXs have been banned out right away, the Luna and the Magnus, taking out two really strong heroes of the patch, so no real surprise there, I guess. And Swag taking out Bat Rider and the Nyx Assassin. So they didn't want, that was their they did not have first pick, so I guess those heroes they feel were the strongest.
Yeah, they are strong first pick heroes, and Darkseer was the first pick up here by nXs Gaming. So yeah, he's pretty strong. He's versatile. He can off lane, which is his most common. You can also abandon the lane, do some jungling, or send to mid depending on what their lanes are going to be. And then Coddle and a PL instantly picked up. Laning combo of Doom, I guess, of this current patch. And then we had a Shadow Demon picked up there by nXs Gaming, and then a Bounty Hunter, the off lane last pick there for Swag.
Yeah, and nXs also taking the Lifestealer, one of their most common carry picks, I'd say, at least from the recent games that we've watched. So they really like that. They like to get it on Wag 1 because I'm really happy that they're all tagged up here. It looks like...
That's so nice.
Yeah. Looks like Six Toes is standing in for Ferrari, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he's going to be their mid player. I'd expect a Lina pick up here from nXs and then run an aggressive lane with Shadow Demon, Lifestealer, and Lina. We've seen them do that quite a few times.
Yeah, exactly. And if Ferrari was playing, I would probably assume a TA or something like that, just so, because he's one of their strongest mids, I guess.
Yeah,
but,
with the quad ban.
Yeah, exactly. But maybe they'll go for TA anyway. I'm not sure if Six Toes is going to take the mid, or because we've seen him play support a lot too. Maybe Caillou will take it. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, Quap being banned out by nXs and Swag banning out the Wisp. If you're on that Wisp Lifestealer combination, it's really pretty outrageous. You can, I guess, 3-man gank anywhere on the map with that Infest, the Lifestealer, and the Wisp gank.
Yeah, Rubik being banned out as well. I don't know if that lets us into what they might pick, because they don't want certain abilities being stolen, but I'm not sure. They also like to do Beastmaster Nate, so they could have a Beastmaster mid if they ban out a strong mid, so Beastmaster can take over there. And a Silencer banned out. Gotta remember Silencer's back in the pool.
Yeah, something we haven't seen yet, even in the pro games we've been casting. I thought Silencer picked up pretty much immediately.
Yeah, if anyone was going to do it, it probably would have been no Tidehunter, but they decided to pick Bloodseeker instead.
Yeah, those were some awesome games we casted. No Tidehunter versus Redefining Madness. Those will be up on YouTube as well. So check those out because, yeah, like Joey just said, Bloodseeker pick. And I don't want to spoil anything, but some pretty cool item choices.
The coolest.
Yeah, so Sound's been taken out. And the last ban here for nXs, we're going to have to see. Looks like so far they're banning out a lot of mid heroes, so maybe they have someone specific in mind.
I could be right with this whole Beastmaster thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's the Tinker as well, so another strong mid hero. And Swag immediately banning the guy up out there.
I'm predicting Lina Beastmaster. Final answer.
Lina.
one for 2 right now. For Swag, maybe I should work on them. They got the off laner, they need another tri-laner. Unless they're going to do something more creative, they could just have PL and Coddle together and then a jungler. So maybe they could pick up an Enigma here, not ban a Enchantress or a Chen. They could get a Chen, would be strong, and they could just push that bot tier 1 down really quickly.
Yeah, well that's the thing. With the strength of the Keeper Light and the Phantom Lancer in the safe lane, you're pretty much gonna be okay on the Phantom Lancer to farm, especially now you're almost certainly gonna go against a Darkseer. I mean, yeah, there's still the potential for the offensive trialing, so they have to consider that. But if they do believe they're up against a Darkseer, they can easily just pick a jungler and feel pretty comfortable. But like you said, I think the offensive trialing might be happening here. We've seen nXs do it quite a lot.
Yeah, and also, I think PL the later the game goes, he'll get ahead of Lifestealer. I mean, they're both great carries, so it'll be situational depending on how it goes, who gets the kills and who gets the deaths. So
yeah, I think you're certainly right. The Lifestealer kind of falls off a little bit compared to the Phantom Lancer. It's like probably the hardest carry, I'd say. Maybe a Faceless Void could take him down with.
Only because of his ult, though.
The Phantom Lancer?
No. Void's only stronger because of his ult, obviously.
Right. Oh, of course, yeah. Phantom Lancer's strength comes in the deception of his, where he actually is, and really, there's nothing a Lifestealer can do against that unless he gets a Mjolnir pretty quickly and is able to handle those illusions. Even a Battle Fury on the Lifestealer, to be honest, is not the worst idea going up against the Phantom Lancer. But that's of course not very common at all.
Yeah, or the Mjolnir just with the procs, but sometimes you don't get the procs, and once PL starts getting strong, you can't kill him down. So I wonder if they'll go Beastmaster against TA. I feel like once you get the boar, you're actually not in too bad a shape against TA, but she can still snipe the boar pretty easily with her Psyblade, so...
Yeah, well now they also have the option of putting the Darkseer in the middle and picking another offlaner.
That's actually, yeah, maybe what they're going to do.
Or perhaps it would be a safe lane solo against the Bounty Hunter, so... Tide Hunter's in the pool. We've seen nXs do this before. Run the Tide Hunter against the Bounty Hunter. It's pretty easy lane for him in the safe lane. And running that offensive tri lane.
Yeah, and we've seen Icon pick up that Tide Hunter time and time again and have a huge impact, especially going against Bounty Hunters in the off lane.
Yeah, exactly. So, maybe we'll look for that if the Tide Hunter pick comes out. And then Swag, they're gonna have to, if they see that, they're gonna probably know at that point that it's gonna be an offensive tri-lane, and have to pick up a strong tri-lane hero, which not too many really left in the pool. The Rubik's gone, the Wisp is gone, Silencer's not bad, but there is Zombie still. So
I was gonna say Undying makes for a rather defensive tri-lane.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad pick at all if they do go for the tight end. There's a lot of ifs. We're really getting ahead of ourselves, I think, but it's fun to theory craft, I guess, these lineups.
Tide Hunter.
Oh,
there it goes.
We did it. We were right.
I think we know nXs too well at this point.
Probably. It's slightly cheating for us.
So let's see if Swag kind of picks up on this as well. Because I don't think we would see nXs running the Tide Hunter in the long lane off lane. It's not really as common. It has been done before, but going against a Phantom Lancer who can just spam his lances, his Spirit Lance because of that Keep It Light, it's pretty impossible. So they kind of have to expect an offensive tri lane, and I expect them not to go for a jungler here.
Yeah, PL is pretty squishy early, but it just requires that you invest into Dust or Sentries early on.
Yeah, and if he does go for that Doppelwalk early on, then he's going to have pretty much no killing potential, definitely no slow with that you would get out of the Spirit Lance. And then with the Keeper of Light, no real stun there. You don't usually get Mana Leak until you're like level 4 or something like that. So this 5th hero is going to have to be pretty solid hero to stand up to a tri lane. The only problem with the Undying is that you have no stuns then at that point. Although he by his own right, he's a great tri lane hero.
So Bane has picked up quite a situational tri lane hero, although quite a strong as well.
Especially with that Keeper of Light.
Yeah, it works well to keep it the light because of the Nightmare holding for Illuminate.
Yeah, so far we've got Icon taking the Darkseer, so maybe our predictions are a little off. But maybe they'll just be taking. Yeah.
I don't know if there's any point in that in a non-professional game where all the players don't know each other.
Well, unless they've been watching our replay.
That's true. Wow, tons of shared content right now. Look at this. I'm gonna go Bastion, I guess. I don't know. The Dire HUD skin. Why not? Like, it makes a difference on my resolution. Alright, I'll take a quick introduce. I'll do the Radiant. I'll take a quick Radiant introduce here. We got Squee playing the Templar Assassin here. Most likely going to go mid. Jesus playing Bounty Hunter. I think I've played against this guy, actually. Maybe not. Spooderman. Maybe we'll just call him Spider-Man or Spood. Spooderman taking the PL bot in the defensive triangle. Gonna be backed up by Ja86 or JJ Ja. And Blink here also gonna be in that trial lane playing Bane, and we'll see. He's got a Soul Ring recipe, so he's gonna get Soul Ring quick. We'll see if he goes Blink Dagger, because that's always fun.
Yeah, well, you say quick, but that does take quite a bit of farm to get that regen. Yeah, but you know, going for the recipe right off the bat anyway. I do like that he's picked up Sentry Wards though, so it's my pick up there. You expect when they choose to run a tri-ring that they're going to ward it, certainly, so we'll see if they do that or not. But in the middle lane, we do have Icon on the Darkseer, so everything going according to predictions so far. We've got Sixtos playing that Shadow Demon, so he's going to be taking over the support role for Caillou, who is going to be taking the Tide Hunter there. Sharky Silly on the Lina, now offensive Trilon as well, and rounding that out is Wagwan Cuz on the Lifesteal. One of his, I'm assuming, favorite heroes, unless he's just forced to play it every game.
Yeah, they do seem to have a lot of success with it, so probably forced to play it, but I'm sure he doesn't mind.
Yeah, this mid lane is going to be pretty interesting. I guess it's been pretty much beaten to death right now, but Ion Shell, obviously a really good counter against that Refraction, but Squee has chosen to pick up level 1 Side Blades, so...
You got a big double damage hit there.
Yeah, and because of that DD, it's going to be doing a lot of pure damage to Icon, so these early levels maybe going to be a little bit hard for Darkseer, but I feel like once he gets level 3, especially level 5, he's going to be winning that lane pretty handily, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to try to keep my eyes on bottom as best I can, because I'm expecting first sign of aggression to come out of an aggressive tri-lane, believe it or not.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
We'll do fine mid, 3-1 right now, tied over Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, actually, we're seeing the difference in skill builds here already between Caillou and Icon, who chose to skip Gush altogether when going against a Bounty Hunter, choosing to get points into, of course, it's maxing Anchor Smash and then getting a few pick points into Kraken Shell. So Caillou, though, choosing to get some points in Gush, maybe he's going to get an early TP and help out that bottom lane best he can.
Yeah, or he's expecting Bounty Hunter to probably roll down to make it 4-on-3, and he'll just do the same, and he wants to have a point in Gush. I don't know. I mean, he'll be 6 or 7 by the time they rotate down off that top lane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an okay choice. A lot of D-warding going to be going on here. Blink going to take out that Sentry Ward. But that ward there, wow, that's a pretty interesting spot. I don't think it's seen by any of these Sentry Wards. And, you know, it's like pretty much an uncommon spot. Is Blink going to see it now? He's pissed a Sentry, but I don't think he's seen it. So really creative position here by Nexus, but looks like they're going here.
Yeah, here's a Disrupt on the Spooderman, and a Sentry's dropped, and then a Dragon Slay, and Wagwan Cuz picking the first kill with open wounds and just right-clicking. And Darkseer picks up the Illusion Rune top, denying Squee that bottle, the bottle charges he's going to eventually need here once Icon gets going in the mid lane. Ion Shell harass and just running around. So Spooderman already back in the bot lane. Wagwan taking a couple hits, and pretty low. Gonna get Nightmared. No Illuminate coming out from the Coddle yet. There's just a Chakra onto Spooderman and another Spirit Lance. Chili drops a good stun there into Spooderman to stop some aggression a little bit. Sixtos is getting a damage jams Blink actually, so Blink running away.
Yeah, Spooderman already a little bit low on mana, so he's gonna need that Keeper of the Light to keep him up there high. That's gone for Chakra Magic.
Oh, that's why there's no, first point in Chakra, that's why there's no Illuminate. And the Disruption onto Spooderman, the Sentry's still there. Where's the open wounds? The Dragon Slave is doing enough damage. The auto attacks are there. Wagwan picking up another kill.
Yeah, and even though the sleep went on the Shadow Demon, just really, he did all he needed to do, just get that Disruption, even pop the Soul Catcher. And that's pretty much all he needs to do. A few auto attacks are nice, but you know, sleeping him, probably not the best target. Maybe try to go for Y1 Cuz, but I feel like he used Rage and was able to just kind of avoid that altogether.
Ward here, Ward of the game. use both sentries in the jungle so that they can't use the sentries to take out the sentries in the lane. So they can keep going on Spooderman, and there's still another sentry on Lena. No, there's not. Just one on the ground. Where'd the other one go? I'm not sure, but I don't know. It matter.
It was right there in the little.
Right. It got taken out in the jungle over there already.
Oh, look at top though. Spooderman, really early rotation. He's going to use another lance on Caillou, but he's
Caillou. Getting 2 and gosh, not even getting crack control. I feel like he's gonna regret that as Bounty Hunter gets leveled up a little bit more.
Yeah, but he is going to have a lot of killing potential, and Spooderman is fed up at the bottom lane. Already dying twice, he's just going to go up top and try to get some farm there. I feel at this point, Nexus has won the bottom lane.
Yeah, for sure, and he might even get off. Caillou had enough for gosh, and it wasn't on cooldown. Or he can just auto-attack for the win here. I don't know what that was about. Bounty Hunter gonna get away. Jesus getting away from that. Look at the mid lane. Icon's getting pretty low. He's got a bottle charge. TA's got 2. TA's gonna be back to full health if she uses both of those. Spooderman harassed down pretty low as well. I mean, it's still melee versus a Tide Hunter. Although Tide Hunter's out of mana, he could maybe just go back, but he's gonna wait to 6. He's gonna go back, pick up the TP, and then probably get something done. And here's the smoking by Sharky and 6 Toes. Now that they can leave their carry alone in that bottom lane. Gonna try to find TA. I don't know if there's a sentry, but it doesn't matter since she melded.
Yeah, I was going to say Caillou's most likely going to try to get 2 more creep kills, maybe even 3, and go for those arcane boots, and then he can just stay on the lane pretty much so easily and take out this Keeper Light and Phantomancer. So we'll see if he does that. He's still a little bit of ways away now. He's gonna be constantly harassed by Spirit Lances.
Here comes Bounty Hunter. He's gonna find the 2 supports for Nexus. There's a trap from TA on Sharky Silly. Sharky Silly starts to stun but cancels it. He gets hit by that slow. Where's 6 Toes with the disruption? The slave, the light strike array, onto squeeze there, slows him down. Icon's rolling over. Icon's here. He's level 3 Ion Shell. Gotta get going. Look, was Laguna Blade? She's not 6. No, she's only level 3. I don't know what I saw. But here, Icon on the chase with Surge and Ion Shell level 3. No detection on anyone, so just good movement there by the Bounty Hunter. Unfortunately for him and his team, he's not level 6, so there wasn't a track kill, but...
Yeah, but any kill at this point they're going to take. And
Link is really low here in the bot lane, going one-on-one against Wagwan. Wagwan life-stealing. Slowly life-stealing back some health. Maybe just going to go back. He got a Bass. Do we expect him to go Vlads for early game? More early game pressure and pushing? I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen Vlads on life-stealing before, but...
Possibly, yeah. Maybe just going for that extra tower push with the Ring of Basilius, but...
He's got that mindset.
This is the problem with Link going for the Soul Ring recipe. He's got 150 gold. He has to keep buying support items, upgrading the chicken, buying wards and stuff. Right now he's got a recipe that is really doing nothing for him. He's taking up 1 slot. And,
burning a hole in his pocket.
Exactly. So, I really don't agree with that. You almost don't even get that if you got like a free lane mid. You wouldn't just even buy that. But that's alright. Maybe a few more stats items would have helped out, but in the end, probably not even would have made that much of a difference because of how well coordinated this trialing has been for Nexus. Just pretty much flawless play. I feel like Sharky Silly has really mastered that light strike array following the disruption.
Yeah, seriously. Maybe just the had the bot trialing went better, had the de-warden and were able to get some pulls, get a couple levels so Illuminate would actually be available to the Coddle. Then maybe he could have played that 4 role and farmed up the Soul Ring a little bit. But my eyes at the top now is the supports for Nexus have moved up there to follow Spooderman to continue shutting him down. And Wagwan, meanwhile, just farming against a Nake's. Yes, free farming against himself. Free farming against a Bounty Hunter right now. The bot lane. Yeah,
pretty easy for him. His attacks do tons of damage right now, especially to a full HP Bounty Hunter.
Icon going for the mechanism. He's got a headdress and a buckler finished, and he's sitting on almost 350 gold. He's getting pretty close to that mechanism. It's only 8 minutes, so he's doing quite well. Second most farmed on the map. Second to Wagwan, who's up at 43 last hits. And TA in third at 38. And gonna find Sharky Silly. Big meld hit with refraction. Gonna find him. He's not gonna get away from that. So another kill there. Sharky Silly unfortunately going down. A little caught out there. I mean, how can you not be caught out when TA has a haste? Icon maybe gonna go down too. He's tracked up, another big melt hit, but Icon's slightly more tanky. He's got that buckler, but he's gonna go down anyway, and that's a track kill for Squee. He's got the defensive trap. Nicely dropped.
That haste really doing wonders for the TAs. Be able to pick up 2 kills, one of them being a track kill, like you said.
There's a disrupt in the mid lane though onto Coddle, I believe. Jog gonna go down. Maybe, yeah. Oh, the nightmare was pretty clutch. What? Wow, Coddle. Coddle's illusions with the rain.
Yeah, that was really close. Blink had to take the sleep off him so that he wouldn't die from his own sleep, but in the end, he left him vulnerable to the last few auto attacks from the illusions, like you said. So, just kind of a nice try there by the Bane to try to get his keeper light safely out of there, but in the end, it wasn't enough.
Right now, 2 kills towards TA, 2 kills to Wagwan.
Bottom lane, yeah.
1 to Bounty Hunter. I missed it. Just picked up a kill. I'm assuming it was track. Actually,
yeah, TA. Yeah.
And 1 kill on Bounty Hunter and 1 kill on Six Toes. Sorry, Bounty Hunter being played by something. The Zeus. Hey Zeus.
Yeah, and you know, nXs trying to group up right now. In spite of those horses, level 2 doing so much damage. They know they can group up right now because Caillou does have that level 6. He's got the Ravage. He's pretty strong. He's got a level 4 Anchor Smash. So if they can get the Ravage off on these 2 squishy support heroes, they're gonna go down in no time.
Caillou getting pretty low though. Getting the tier 1 mid this early is gonna help them out a lot throughout this game. Because as soon as Coddle gets more levels, you know, it's gonna be even harder. And bottom here, Wagwan able to live, getting away, always going phase boots. Then like 90% of the time he gets those phase boots. Double seer, double damage dark seer.
Yeah, in the meantime, you know, Swag doing a pretty good job of defending here with that Keeper Light, getting a few kills with that Bounty Hunter and Templar Assassin combo, and all the while, Phantomancer has found a little bit of farm up in the top lane, left alone there. He's picked up his Tranquil Boots and he's got another 1,000 gold, so we'll see if he's going straight for that Diffusal or saving up for something more ambitious like the Radiance. Really, we'll just have to see. But I feel like Diffusal is the best option.
The Diffusal.
Yeah.
3 mid now.
Right.
Oh, sorry, 4 mid for nXs, 4 mid for Swag. Sentry is down on the dire side, so they can see Bounty Hunter trying to scout them or track them up, or a TA melding. Now it looks like the Caillou and Tricucilli rotating top here to try to shut down Spooderman. Sentry on Lena, which is Tricucilli, so they could technically kill him if they find him. Since he's disappearing now, he's DP'd bot to Wagwan.
Bottom as well, though.
Jesus is coming around the backside of Wagwan. He's throwing out the track. Janata hit is there. He's gonna rage. He's gonna turn it around. Spooderman is there. He can't throw the spear yet, but Squee comes in with a big melt hit, refraction hit, 1 more auto attack. No armlet, so no armlet. Squee picks up the kill.
Track on at the last second there as well.
Yeah, so that was a track kill. That's big. That puts him right back. We should probably check the gold graph at this point. The Dire were 1,500 ahead, but since the Squee and Bounty Hunter have been rolling around, the difference in gold is about 0 right now. But XP going the way of the Radiant, so Swag. The tri-lane failed and they switched it up and
it worked out for them, yeah.
So props for that. You normally see people just be stubborn and not switching.
Yeah, well the risk is that if you do switch and then you leave the lifesteal pretty much free farm in the bottom lane, and if you don't really get enough farm on your Phantomancer, then it's not really worth switching at all. So, but yeah, like you said, it really worked out for them. They were able to get a few track kills here on the TA, which really helped out.
Lots of GP's mid. They're gonna get Squee. Light Strike Array misses. Squee running away. Gonna get away too. Courier's in trouble. He's a brave badger, but maybe a little too brave in this situation. Oh, not gonna be able to get it. Now they're out a little far. Might go down here to his, and Squee picks up another. He might pick up another kill. Caillou drops to Squee. Squee gonna get Tricucilli. Oh, the double kill! A huge meld hit there. Squee, player to watch in this game, making a huge impact.
Tracks are on everyone right now,
Track
so
on
full
Six
vision.
Toes right now. Six Toes probably gonna go down. Triple kill for Squee.
Yeah, trying to juke a little bit in the trees there, maybe just waiting for the track to run off. But
yeah, hard to juke when you got track on you.
Yeah, exactly.
So the only, I feel like Swag has got control of this game right now. Their PL is able to find farm, but I will say, even though they did that swap, their PL didn't find, sorry, I might have said PA. Their PL wasn't able to find an insane amount of farm. Now he's just buying some mid-game items. He's bought up drums and another TP, so maybe look for some groupage. We have yet to see a Ravage, so...
Yeah, no, maybe just not really getting the team fight they really want right now is nXs. And that's probably just because the track is just so annoying. Full vision, Squeeze just able to run around with those phase boots. He's a little bit extra tankier with that Ogre Club, and he's able to pick up tons and tons of kills, like you mentioned. The player to watch, I think, at least for this early mid game.
Finally get that mid tower though. But here's an initiation from a smoked up Bane, putting Caillou under. Caillou with the gush, but I think maybe nXs should just get out here. It is 3-on-3, but or maybe even 4-on-3, not 3-on-3. TP's into the bot lane. They picked off Squee. Wagwan ends Squee's killing spree, I believe.
Yeah, I was watching that kill on the bottom lane actually. Squee getting perhaps a little bit too ambitious, diving a little bit into the tower for 6 toes on the Shadow Demon, and he was able to just turn it around. Wagwan dropped a nice open wounds on him with the tower hitting him and finishing him off with an infest. So a nice play there, nice counter gank there by nXs.
Taking another quick look at the gold graph, it's dipping a little back in the way of the Dire after that a killing spree, maybe even more than a killing spree, ended on Squee there. But the XP is still like 5k almost an advantage for Swag. Probably also just coming from the TA, having 7 kills to 1 and getting most of them solo. And here she's back. She's gonna pick up another quick one on 6 toes. 6 toes doesn't have anything. Jesus gonna live. And there's the horse. Wagwan rages it.
Oh, the track
going straight BKB. She's not trying to get a no blink dagger or anything. Just the BKB.
Yeah, I guess Swag pretty aware that they have to team fight against this pretty early game lineup with the Darkseer. Oh, is he gonna try to? No, Jesus juking it a little bit, and that leaves Lina wide open for
a wide open track. Another track kill going down. Another gold is gonna be way in the advantage of Swag, I think. After that.
Yeah, and Phantom Lancer cutting the wave off here on the top lane, so maybe a little bit of a maybe that he can get that tower by himself unless nXs is able to respond quick enough. Here's a TP coming.
Mechanism on Icon and a haste rune, so they feasibly do a lot of damage. Fiend's grip onto Wagwan. Wagwan melting. Can he get an infest? Can he get an infest? He does get an infest. I'm not sure into what. A creep, I guess. He's got his health back. Blink goes down. Nice infest. Fiend's grip wasn't enough to take it out. Now Squee finds himself in a lot of trouble. Need another Ion Shell, but there's no mana. Soul Ring, Ion Shell. And where's the haste rune? He's got the haste rune. He's got to continue to chase Squee. It's the fight they needed right there at that bottom tower to kind of put themselves back in this. But the Illuminate is going to do a ton of damage and Squee back onto a killing spree.
Yeah, really nice play, baiting it all the way, using Refract at the last second. So perhaps Icon was unaware that it was up, and using it combining it with the meld hit. Sorry.
Bit of a fight on top. Caillou in trouble. Ravage in 1 second, but he's not going to live long enough. He goes down. Squeeze dominating again.
From miles away.
Picking up an assist there is the PL. He's got drums now. He's got a Blade of Alacrity and sitting on 750 gold. Going to look to get another quick Blade of Alacrity. Get a Diffusal Blade.
Tier 1 tower is most likely going to go down here in the top lane.
It may be traded for bot, but probably not since Coddle's there with the Illuminates blasting it up. The Bane being quite the tear here with his nightmares, and the tracks from Jesus have been very good. He's done a lot this game. Well, Sentry is down for the Dire, but Light Strike already lands. Do we have a Laguna Blade? No, still not level 6. Don't even need it with the damage amplification on Wagwan there.
He gets it now. He gets it now.
So now he's level 6 with the Laguna Blade. He can take out Blade. Boom!
There we go. Caillou still has Ravage, so I think this tower might be in a lot of trouble for Swag. They need to either pressure mid here with Squee, as well as maybe get a few lances up top against Icon, but he's, tanky. Yeah, I guess I want to defend it, but I think it's going to be too late.
Regen. It's just what he needed, but...
There goes Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, so he does get the rune. He is going to pop it right now. And set up a few traps behind the tier 1 tower, in between the tier 1 and the tier 2. And hopefully try to get some pressure here with these illusions from Spooderman.
Here comes nXs across the river. Caillou is spotted by Squee. Squee gets a huge melt hit, 405 damage right out the gate, and then another melt hit. Woo!
What a nice play there. Squee being very patient on that cliff, and no vision from the dire, so he had no idea he was there. Yeah, able to get the double melt hit.
Disruption there. Jesus is here to throw the tracks and Feeble onto Nyx. Nyx is Fiend script up. He's going to go down here for sure. And that's a track quill that Squee is now unstoppable. Squee's got to have about 11 kills. 13. Wow. Icon going to go down as well. The mech already used. Not enough. He's tracked up. It's going to be another track kill. Bane doesn't have the damage to right click at the Illuminate. Almost hits there because Icon ran back into the fray there. Wagwan, I'm assuming, bought back because he's back into the action here. The sentry is dropped.
Caillou as well with Ravage.
And here comes Squee. Here comes Squee. And Squeeze down. No refraction up. Sharky Silly's probably very happy. It's always the worst when you Finger of Death or Laguna Blade at TA and no damage is taken. And here comes Spooderman top though, just pushing top the whole time, just free farming up. He's getting to a defusal. I can't say much. Is what he's got it now. He just buys the recipe. Defusals up, and here comes a quick smoke into Roshan, but Wagwan's tracked. But I guess with Squee down, the other team and Spooderman top, gonna trade the tier 2 for the Roshan.
Yeah, even more impressive than that Phantom Lancer with the defusal is Squee picking up a full Desolator. Had no items before, and now he's got a full Desolator. Just all those track kills playing huge dividends, but nXs taking advantage of, like you said, Squee being down, and if they can hurry, they can get this Roche, but the smoke from Swag coming in.
They're getting really low. Swag coming into the fight. Caillou might just die. Everyone's so low. This is going to be really bad. The Illuminate. Caillou's dead. Now they're going to go for sure, but they need this kill. Though. At least they got the rush immediately murdered by the Desolator.
Oh, and two hits.
This is just not good. Agwan's still able to pick up a kill. Oh no, the Fiend's grip from Blink coming up huge right there. So that was not good. If you are nXs, it was fantastic if you're for Swag.
Yeah, really nice play there by them. And TA was able to get in quick enough. I'm pretty sure he was recalled because I don't see how he could have gotten there other than that with only 3 people.
Form is on cooldown, so.
Yeah, I think it was only Keeper Light, Bounty Hunter, and the Bane that we saw going into the Roche pit. Phantom Lancer wasn't even in that fight. Just been farming top the whole time.
Yeah, Roshan was, and he did a lot of damage to all of nXs there.
Yeah.
PL consent to free farm and push the top lane. 4-man, 4 protect 1 coming out here from Swag. And Caillou taking so many hits, them out hit. Squee, man, just doing so much damage. Just put under there, Sharky Silly gets a quick kill onto Keeper of the Light. Sentry up the hill already for Squee, so Squee, Light Strike Array gonna go down. A little bit of a fight going the way of nXs there, 2 for 1.
Yeah, a little bit of a ballsy play here by nXs, or sorry, by Swag, but they're just really just giving tons and tons of room for Spooderman on the Phantom Lancer. Taking out the tier 2 tower up top, and now he's rotated back on, getting some free farm down there. He's picked up another 2,000 gold, so he's leading the net worth now with 8,300, followed by Squee, of course, on the Templar Assassin. It's just pretty much almost one-shot at that Tidehunter.
Yeah, which is no bueno if you're a Tidehunter, who's supposed to be an innately tanky hero with Kraken Shell. Oh, he doesn't have Kraken Shell. I think that's a mistake, this game.
Yeah, I think it's pretty common to pick up at least a few points into Kraken Shell, at least 2, I'd say, but you know, maybe just a personal choice, doesn't really want it.
Yeah, he did buy a Stout Shield. Open wounds used on a Bane illusion, which almost looks like the real Bane.
Yeah, even for spectators.
Yeah.
Check out the gold graph, 4k in the way of Swag and about 6k in the way of experience. So, you know, it's pretty much expected with the way Squee's been playing on this Templar Assassin. And the rest of the team, you know, has been grouping up. They're leaving lots of space for Phantom Lancer to get solo farm. And, you know, nXs just has to group up as 5 if they want to contest their towers, which, even if they are grouping up as 5 against the 4 heroes of Swag, they're just not really strong enough to take the fight right now, even with Ravage.
I haven't even seen Ravage used. I guess it was used once because I remember seeing it on cooldown. But 200 away from Mechanism is Jaw on the Coddle for Swag. So that'll help their team fight even more. Jesus scouting around with Squee. The combo has been pretty deadly thus far. There's a finger on the Wagwan. Jesus still just going to trace Caillou. Most likely going to get him, so I'm going to keep my eye on Wagwan. Wagwan's infested into Icon right now. Icon running in, taking a huge melt hit. 6 toes there as well. 3 on 3 right now. I guess 3 on 4 technically.
Yeah, really not a bad trade for nXs. Their Tidehunter was caught out a little bit. Caillou just in the middle top rune area, I guess. I'm pretty sure he saw the Templar Assassin and the rest of them coming in, but he wasn't aware that the
Wagwan bot
was
gonna go down to the PL solo kill. Underestimated the strength of a Diffusal Spirit Lance and a Diffusal Charge being used there by Spooderman. So that's big for PL. Grabbing
Let's look at all these illusions.
Getting his first kill, he was 0-2 for such a long time. Now he's about a grand and a half ahead in net worth. Followed by Squee, who's just had an outstanding game. It's been fun to watch.
Guess what's happening to Dyer's bottom tower?
Yeah, Spooderman trying to take out this tier 2 tower on the bottom lane now. That illusion's soaking up lots of creep aggro.
Going over to the secret shop, he's almost got a full heart. He's about 1,100 gold away from a full heart, and then those illusions are just going to be really hard to deal with. Blink Dagger on Icon though. Better wall positioning, I guess. I haven't really seen a big wall. I don't know if that's even been used. Caillou is literally fish food right now.
Yeah, insane damage coming out of here, risky.
The Desolator is strong.
Yeah, he has played really well. So, you know, it's not like bad play by Caillou. It's just really good play, really exact.
Big
play.
Individual play from Squee here on the Templar Assassin. The bot tier 2 falls to Spooderman. He also gets the last hit. Meanwhile, tracks up on everyone. Illuminate's going buck.
Yeah, Spooderman able to take out that tier 2 tower on the bottom lane and picking up a Reaver as well as a Vitality Booster. He actually does have the gold for heart. Let's see if he can buy it. Or actually he's 100 away. But let's see if he can... I guess they're going to wait for that and then maybe they'll start grouping up as 5. I guess they still don't really need to, but... Gonna do it anyway.
Oh, the blink on Icon, I believe, is just for blink in and fest.
The Dyer couldn't hang on to that mid tower.
Into a vacuum wall, I suppose.
Yeah, they still definitely have the ability to turn a fight right now with that level 2 wall. And the Ravage, of course.
And there it goes, but I don't know if anyone gets caught on the wall. Fiend's Grip from Blink. Almost nothing from that. Need to kill Squee. But I don't know if they can do it. Oh, there's the Purge. Coming out from 6 toes. And the Laguna Blade after the BKB wears off. So Squee's picked off. Icon is down. The wall's up, but it's not really in the way right now. Everyone's getting pretty low. Oh, Jaw's gonna TP, but just 2 hits and he was most likely dead, so... Well, maybe not with Enfeeble. Here's Blink, it's Light Strike Beret, Nightmare's Wagwan. Who comes back into the fight? Spooderman, that's why the fight's turning around here. Lena dropping instantly, Wagwan drops instantly. So Spooderman, pretty strong. He's got the heart finished if he needs it. It might just be on the courier now.
Recipe's
yeah,
fine
on
after.
the courier and he still has that much gold, so he can get Diffusal too if he needs it. This is going to be the tier 3, maybe a Rax.
Yeah, Ravage not being used again by Caillou. I guess he's just picked off before anything could happen. And right before that fight, key item finished by Squee was the Black King Bar. Able to survive for quite a while.
Yeah, he baited 4 members of nXs away from the supports who were getting pretty low for swag. 1 hit left on that Rax and Jesus is like, alright, I'll get it. No one else wants the gold.
It's gonna cost him his life.
He might dive for it. Blink onto Blink from
Definitely
Icon coming over. Laguna Blade just gonna finish it off. Another dust pop for Spooder. Actually got dusted, so Light Strike Beret gonna miss. Being recalled. Someone's being recalled, I hear. I believe Squee recalled to the mid lane there. Look to get this fight going, even though Jesus is down.
Yeah, Sharky Silly just had full health.
6 toes a little too far out. The melt hit makes him disappear.
Your death was a secret.
Yeah, I was just gonna say one Spirit Lance to the Lina, and she's down to half health and a lot of mana lost. Just going to show how strong the those illusions from Phantom Lancer can be when you get a heart, as well as that diffusal burning mana. And Swag just gonna roll up into the base now, trying to get to the high ground, maybe trying to take this range Rax out, but it looks like they're just gonna back now and go for Wagwan in the top lane.
Probably, and here they find him, but a wall is used. Jaw gonna go down, most likely, but maybe not. Enfeeble is pretty strong. Fest damage isn't enough. Kaiju finally gets off a Ravage. There's a level 2 Ravage, so Wagwan fighting for his life here against Spooderman. Spooderman might go down, but the melt hit from Squee takes out Wagwan. Now Icon is left to contend against that insane damage. Kaiju TPE now, not enough. Spooderman takes him down. Squee was disrupted there by Six Toes. The Light Striker Ray, I guess, missed, or it wasn't enough damage, even with between those two, to take out TA. So fight very much going the way of Swag right there. TA 24-4 right now.
Yeah, having a really good game. Those track kills early on, I think, just kind of made it for him. Bounty Hunter really rotated and started moving into the middle lane right when he needed to.
Yeah, most pivotal player for sure. And great performance by Squee to get those kills, get those track kills, provide the damage for them, and then Spooderman buying space for him to just farm up. And there's the GG as the top ranks fall.
Good game by both teams. You know, I think that nXs had a really good early game. The offensive tri lane, I feel like, worked out really well for them. 2 kills going the way of in their favor right off the bat. Mid lane, Icon going up against Squee in the middle lane against that Templar Assassin. I feel like that lane was kind of a wash, and when you do put up a Darkseer against a Templar Assassin, you kind of want to win it, trying to want to stop the TA from getting any farm, and I think he did an okay job. But as soon as the Bounty Hunter came in and they were able to pick off some supports with track, it just went pretty badly for nXs after that. And the snowball effect kind of came into play there for a Templar Assassin.
Yeah, props to Swag. It's hard when your tri-lane gets shut down like that, so I don't know, have the encouragement to swap a lane and try something new, and they did it and it really paid off.
Yeah, so nice job by both teams, and congrats to Swag there for the victory.
Yeah, so that's it for us. We're going to try to get one more CEVO game tonight, so there'll be another one to watch if you're seeing this on YouTube.
Yeah, and subscribe or whatever, and follow us on Twitter. We're going to probably put all the links that you need in the description of the videos, and we'll try to do that. Facebook as well, so yeah, I think you'll have everything there. Thanks for watching.
Alright, peace out.
See you guys.